Hello and welcome to another match in the World Cup. We are in the bracket stage, the quarterfinals, playing against the UK, and I'm playing against saltroza for I think the first time ever. Let's see. Poet with Obelisk looks good. Sickness, that's not so good. I want to get to Rice Broker. I guess Moneylender would also be an option. Craftsman looks pretty reasonable too. I think. There's no plus buy. There is potentially a lot of gains from Specialist, but no way to gain multiple provinces. I guess there's also Fountain, so conceivably you want to keep some of your coppers. I think I'm going to go for Poet, Craftsman. Maybe we look to play with Alchemist as well. That looks like a 5-2. If I've ever seen one. Alright, let's take a Rice Broker. At the very least, it can trash estates. Oh, we bottom decked our Poet. I don't think I want a second Craftsman right now. Silver. I guess it's okay. I don't love having 3. If I draw 2 cards, I might have 3 anyway. I think I'm going to do it. Okay, we have 5. That's a lot better. Second Rice Broker or Specialist? Probably second Rice Broker. I'm kind of leaning in the direction of, not trying to do fountain points. It's just a lot. And then here we can take a Specialist, I think. It'll be tough to trash these estates, isn't it? Ooh. Guess I'll take another Poet. Sickness is going to be online soon. That'll be fun. I guess here I might be okay with trashing estate. Yeah, I mean, I probably don't want to trigger the shuffle anyway. Alright, do you want another Specialist? Probably. It would really be nice to get a Destrier into the deck, so we could get some of those, but Specialist will help with that. This is actually not a crazy hand to just discard. There is such a thing as too many Specialists, probably. But I don't think we're there yet. Okay, now we probably gotta take the curse. Oh, gaining a curse. Yeah. So what do we have down there? We do have another poet. Hmm. Okay. Um. I think I'm okay to trigger the shuffle. I would like to get to the craftsman. Dang. Hmm. Tough. I'm just gonna push the copper. Ooh. We got a 2/3 chance to be able to play specialist on craftsman. But if we don't, I'm gonna be real sad. Uh I mean, we would get to play specialist on silver if we don't, I guess. Maybe that's fine. Okay, fine. Hmm. We just trash the second rice broker? Probably. Wouldn't mind gaining a copy just to have another one. Um, we're pretty likely to be able to draw into it anyway. So I'd like to gain another Destrier. That should be fine, probably. I think I want to double play the poet to try to... Yeah. Okay, so... Crash a curse. We could gain another craftsman. Play that. Obviously, we're low on money, but I don't know how much that really matters. We could also gain another specialist and then draw that and specialist the silver again just to get out of the debt, and we'd still be able to afford a Destrier. Maybe that's better. We could discard here. Four specialists? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, I like that. Job poets. I think I'll play this one again. Okay. Play this one again to, and then gain a copy of Specialist, I think. And then so the cards in our discard are Junk and a Specialist. So if we Specialist draw up with Destrier, then that doesn't quite work. If we gain another Specialist is what I was thinking about. Maybe we just gain a Destrier with the Craftsman. Yeah. Okay. Would I rather trash an additional card? We Specialist the Destrier, gain a Destrier. Maybe we'll buy anything that way. The only way we're going to buy anything is if we double play the silver, but that really just lets us get another Destrier anyway, so I think it doesn't matter. Okay, this turn we probably take the curse. Like, I think we have enough trashing to manage it, the two rice brokers. The alternative, discarding the rice broker, we'd need a little bit more draw overall. I think the goal this turn is going to be like empty to Specialists and take some other stuff, and it would be good to get some more poets because they're worth money. It would be potentially worth printing like another silver to have some more money in the deck. Piles are getting low, but Saltroza doesn't have a ton of gains. One of the reasons I want all the Specialists. Moneylender. That doesn't seem. I mean, I guess it gives you some money, but okay. I'm okay to play. Oh, I think. I guess I might as well gain a copy of Specialist? Well, We're gonna need to Rice Broker a copper. We gain another Rice Broker. Destrier gets cheap enough that Poet will draw it. Doesn't really help. Yeah, we can do that with the Specialist, I guess. Okay, so we've gained 2 Specialists. We have 2 Specialists in our discard. Right. Gains a Specialist. Gains a Specialist. Okay. So can we do? We play a Destrier now. Then Specialist, playing Craftsman twice to gain like Specialist Silver or something. No, wait, not Specialist, because we'd gain the Specialist off the other Specialist play. I think we want to do this. And then Craftsman. How to do this? I wonder if we should play with Marauder. I think I screwed this up. I only have the Destrier to draw with, and then I don't have a way to draw the spoils. Unless I Rice Broker the silver, I guess. Maybe that's fine. Huh. Do we need to fear Ruined Market? I'm gonna say no. Okay. Yeah, I don't see saltroza being able to pile out from here. I think I'm just going to take another Destrier. Set up to try to do something this coming turn. I got so many Specialists. Saltroza also... maybe she does have 2 Rice Brokers. Yeah, maybe the Marauder wasn't a good idea. I don't know. Maybe I just don't need money at all. That's probably the case. I probably should have just like taken another craftsman or something. Would have helped more with my gains overall, I think. Oh well. I don't think it's going to matter too much. Presumably, saltroza will gain a poet or a duchy. Neither of which will be enough to defend, assuming we can gain enough poets this turn, which I think we should be able to. We do need to be a little bit careful about how we play our specialists, but like, we do have a lot of them. Oh, okay, well that makes it easier. Gotta be correct to gain the curse. Play specialist again. Play specialist. Play destrier. And gain a copy. Specialist again. Play specialist to play rice broker to trash a destrier. And to trash a curse, I guess. Alright, poet. Gain a copy. Oh, whoops. We're already winning. All right, on the board. I was player one. Okay. Alrighty. We've got replace trading post trashing. Also peril. Gain loot. There's also buried treasure. Action situation is a little awkward. Just native village. With barge draw, that's not too bad, though, I think. What are we opening here? Supplies has some synergy with peril, because you can peril the horses. Could be supplies, room. Yeah, silver is not terrible, because merchants on the board. I'd say that I'm particularly excited about it. Groom. Not actually sure how I feel about groom. Like, grooming for merchants is certainly fine, and native villages. But we do want to hit replace. And groom isn't going to help with that. It might be correct to open supplies flag bearer. We'll get the first crack at like having the flag, and even if we don't have tempo on that, like it might be just a good way to hit replace and such. And then replace can replace estate into groom, so we can get the groom going reasonably early that way. There's also a lot of good 2 costs for replace to turn coppers into. Oh! She took the flag. Okay. Well, this turn is not so hot. Yeah, this is actually quite poor. But probably just another supplies for now. The native village isn't really doing anything anyway. Guess we can worm the flag bearer. Don't really want to peril here. We do have flag bearer and 3 estates down there. It would be actually kind of sad if we drew our replace right now. So there's an argument for just worming the horse. Because we've already got 5 coins anyway. Then again, replacing it doesn't have to be estates that we replace, given the 2 costs on the board. I guess it's not clear what the advantage of drawing is, though, to be honest. Do this. And I would not mind a second replace, but it might be better to go with buried treasure or barge. Probably just barge. Flag bearer gets replaced. Fine. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's atrocious. Unreal. Okay, I guess we peril the flag bearer. I specifically tried to avoid this outcome. I did. You can't be denied. We do have a barge down there, so although I don't have any other actions, like I suppose. Do we? But we're gonna need native villages anyway. So let's take a native village and a groom. Oh, Orb is maybe here to save us. Save us in our time of trouble. I think I want to play these horses normally. I do want to find the barge. Okay. That's a start. I want to play the orb, but I also want to get another 5 cost. Like I want to play the orb to play the replace is what I mean. It's probably just not correct to do that though. Would that it were. Yeah, I think I'm losing this game, and I squarely blame my draws for it. That was, like, we see all of our estates turn 3. Bottom deck our replace, turn 5, 6. I guess Saltroza actually hasn't played Replace that much more, but somehow she's been able to get... I mean, I guess it's just like the buried treasure on turn 3 turned into being able to buy more stuff. I didn't have the opportunity to do that. Okay. What is the right order here? I guess the right order is set aside... Oh god. Damn it! Come on! Well, that's why... Do this. Oh, okay, thank god. I do want to next turn this too. Let's go barge native village, I suppose. Keep adding the draw. This groom is not gonna arrive in time to do much of anything. I mean, we can gain merchants, but we need his staff somehow. Flag bearer? Okay, Grim can gain that too. Oh, this was not such a good turn for her. Okay. That's something. Okay. Three cards down there. One of them is the replace. There's no real way for us to, like, get it into hand here, though. Without... while also playing a duration barge, I should say. I want to do that. Although... yeah, no. Alright. Pick the last native village. We could go ahead and take a silver in anticipation of getting merchants. Or we could just take another supplies. I want another barge, but I guess we'll probably turn flag bearer into a barge. I guess I'll take a silver. Oh, wow. Okay. We're getting places. Staff, I want that. So I haven't drawn the... Oh, there's no way to draw into the flag bearer and get a duration barge down. Oh no, wait. Doing this wrong. Pick up here. And we replace the silver. Barge. Okay. Okay, that's the flag bearer. Drawing it doesn't really do us any good. Oh, well, we get to peril it. That was the whole point. Yeah, okay. So... No, wait. No, I want to play the horse first. Ugh. Play the horse first. Horse first. Groom for merchant. Next turn the barge. Peril the flag bearer. Double loons. Alright. Piles are low. And there's also worm to consider. I think I'm going to just take a province. Doubloons isn't terrible. We can replace... It's good replace fodder. I would like another replace, but it's difficult. I don't have a ton of actions to work with. We got that merchant, but we don't actually have a silver in the deck because we had to replace it. So... yeah. Is there a world where we could win this turn? When did saltroza get a groom? I don't remember that happening. Oh, just now. Okay. That's a lot of set aside. A win would look like groom for estate, replace into barge, worm for some estates, buy 2 barges. I think that might be doable. I'm not totally sure that saltroza won't be able to do something similar. Yeah, maybe I needed to score more. Not sure what I would have done to accomplish that, though. The actions to do the worming is going to be tough for me. Not necessarily tough for her. Yeah, I feel like she probably should have a win. She's got 2 more native villages to play. That's 5 actions. Spend 1 on replace. I'm not sure what I would have done differently. Replace the orb, maybe? And then also add a Duchy. Replace the orb, I have 7 coins, and then I can peril the flag bearer and buy a Duchy. I don't get the other barge into play, though. I mean, maybe that's a good thing because the piles aren't as low. Yeah, I think I misplayed this for sure. I mean, I was behind, and then maybe I wasn't behind. But maybe I actually was still behind. Right, and it was just deceptive. It's good that she doesn't have either of the buried treasures in play. Replace into a state is a bit weird. Like, if you're trying to pile, you definitely get better value out of replacing into barge. If you can't pile here, then I feel like I should be able to win now that, like, even just lowering estates by 1 is a big deal. Okay, Groom for flag bearer. That's not a trying to win line. Yeah, I feel like I really should be able to win now. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't think she has that much payload to be able to buy, like, double province or something like that. Like, if she had the buried treasures in play, that'd be one thing. Yeah, 3 estates is still enough for me to win. Okay. There is a world where we don't want to play these horses as horses. I guess I'll start with that and that and that and that. Well, okay, we're gonna have to play at least some of them. Uh-oh. Okay. Might as well groom for a state. How much money do we have? 7, 10, 11, 12. That's enough to buy 2 barges. If we have something to turn into the other barge. Well, I think this is still correct. The merchant. Okay. Oh, we have money on the mat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I probably should have lost that one. Not like necessarily because I played poorly, except for maybe on my second to last turn, but just because I was behind, and I think saltroza probably had a way to win with Way of the Worm, which I then kind of forgot to actually try to use, but I guess it wasn't going to matter. All right. Lurker with Way of the Squirrel looks pretty good here. Like, if we collide Lurkers, great. If we don't collide Lurkers, we squirrel them, and then maybe we collide them. A reasonable way to try to get to Apprentice and Quartermaster. Skulk actually also looks good from that perspective. But the 2 of them don't really fit well together. Like, if we were to open Lurker's Skulk, we'd have the gold, which would make it more likely that we can hit 5, but... we could... That is tricky. We could open Menagerie Skulk and just figure the Menagerie can at least get out of the way, if nothing else. And it's not literally impossible that it would activate at that point, either. Maybe get the lurkers a little bit later. Yeah. Like, single lurker isn't doing a whole lot. I think if Skulk wasn't here, I would do the double lurker open, but I think getting the gold into the deck is going to give us a little bit better odds of good stuff happening relative to the double lurker line. Okay, here we go. I think this is Apprentice first. Do also want Quartermaster very much. I think Apprentice to start. All right, we bottom decked the Skulk. Okay, well, okay, now that saltroza has taken a lurker, I think I will also take a lurker. All right, now I think I want to get the Quartermaster. We probably will want another Apprentice, but I want to get the Quartermaster stuff going. There's no way we trash something here with lurker, right? I can't imagine that that's correct. All right. Second Quartermaster or second Apprentice? We do have Toil, so like we can play another Quartermaster. The other thing we can be doing is apprenticing actions and then lurking them back. Yeah, okay, that's a good argument for that. All right, do we in fact toil the Skulk? I think so. I mean, if we don't, we could get another 5 cost. Maybe that's better. Yeah, it's probably better. Not obviously so. In this particular case, we can apprentice a copper and then activate Menagerie, so that's cool. All right, what are we gaining with our Quartermaster? Swamp Shax is going to get good. But maybe we want a second lurker first. Triggering the shuffle isn't ideal, but it's probably fine. We do want to get to the Quartermaster. And probably just another Menagerie. If only we had set aside a Menagerie. I guess we can apprentice the Skulk, though. And then potentially lurk it back and gain another gold. Which has some nice synergy with Apprentice. Pretty good. Spells will just kill the estate. Probably no reason not to toil this lurker. We want another apprentice, we want another quartermaster. Which is more important? I'm gonna say quartermaster. Alright, so now we are gonna need like actual plus buy. I guess the Skulk can serve for that. We don't necessarily need to take Astrolabe. I guess we're apprenticing gold here. That's fine. I mean, we could also apprentice the quartermaster, I suppose. I guess I should think about this first. Maybe like Swamp Shack's Menagerie. Apprentice the quartermaster, we can gain it back with the lurker. Just don't know that we're necessarily going to draw well enough. I mean, it's only a difference of one card, I suppose. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Where's my other... Aha! Okay. Oh, whoops. I knew I needed that lurker for something. Alright, now we probably need another apprentice. Alright, this time definitely taking a gold, or trashing a gold. And... This is not obviously the turn on which we need any of these cards we've set aside. I'm thinking we just set aside some more stuff. Actually, wait. This one that already has a Swamp Shack should not gain a Swamp Shacks. One already has a Swamp Shacks can gain an Astrolabe. I guess if we want some more plus buy. This one can gain a Swamp Shacks. This other one can gain a Swamp Shacks. Okay. Crash the Skulk. Gain a Skulk. Trash the Menagerie, gain the Menagerie. or just draw 2 cards and trash a copper. Probably that. Oh, oh, that's haunting. That's not the really nasty one. Okay. I want to look at Fairgrounds points. We can trivially gain a state here and silver. So that would get us to 4 uniques here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can trivially get to 13, 14. Yeah, 6-point Fairgrounds look very doable. Does it make sense to start in on that already? Like Apprentice Fairgrounds? Sure. Probably want to take the Astrolabe this turn. And maybe we pick up Swamp Shacks as well, and then set aside like could be another Astrolabe. Having one of those every turn is good for the Swamp Shacks. Okay. Oh, there's a Quartermaster in the trash. Hello. I'll take that. Unexpected. So we just gain Skull Gold Quartermaster, so we have 4 cards to draw. Since every 3 cards, 3, 6, we have 7 cards. Okay, so yeah, 8, 9, we trivially draw all of that. Guess we'll go ahead and apprentice some copper. And just double Fairgrounds. We didn't squirrel anything. I think that's okay at this point. We've got a lot of durations in play. We've got Swamp Shacks that we can pick up. And we've got a Menagerie we can activate. Yeah, I think I'll pick up the Astrolabe, but set aside with the other 2, actually. Well, maybe we should be a little bit concerned about the fact that we don't have an Apprentice in hand. We got 5 cards in play. Menagerie is going to get us to 6. Yeah, maybe we should pick up Swamp Shacks or a Menagerie. The other Menagerie is not terribly likely to activate. Is the only thing. I think I'll pick up Swamp Shacks. Pick up Astrolabe, pick up Swamp Shacks, set aside Swamp Shacks. Set aside 2 Swamp Shacks, probably. And then we do need to, at some point, gain the uniques. But I don't think that's yet super urgent. And just having a bunch of Swamp Shacks seems good. Played 3 coppers. I guess the second Menagerie activating wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, but yeah, I still think it makes more sense to... Oh, if we pick up Swamp Shacks and the Menagerie won't activate... Right. Okay. Change of plan. We're gonna pick up the Menagerie. Envious? Ooh, that does hurt. Yeah, that's gonna cost me 6 or 8 coins. That's pretty bad. Alright, so for sure we pick up the Astrolabe. And for sure this gains a Swamp Shacks. And yeah, I think we take... And then... gain... maybe another Menagerie? Or maybe we start in on the uniques. Secret Passage. It's not a terrible card to pick up anyway. Okay. Wow. Gaining a Skulk is probably the thing we want to do here. Even though the gold isn't worth as much as we would like. Wow. Oh, we don't have another Menagerie, never mind. Let's do that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11 if we... at 12. We didn't trash anything with the Apprentice. Oh, sorry, not if we didn't. If we didn't trash to draw. That's probably okay. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hmm. We have 4 coins right now. Yeah, alright, fine. One, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna have 6. It's really annoying. This envious. It's not worth toiling. I think we just do that and buy Fairgrounds. It'd be sad. 2 Fairgrounds in hand. Okay, Menagerie's not activating. Swamp Shacks will still be good. Yeah, okay, so now I think we just pull up 3 Swamp Shacks and take another unique with the other one. Well, no, that's probably overkill, isn't it? Take 2 Swamp Shacks and then add some uniques, maybe. Although, honestly, if we apprentice the Skulk, we don't really need... We don't really need the Swamp Shacks. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't take any... Well, we probably won't need the Swamp Shacks. We could probably just put a bunch of stuff onto the mat. Maybe we pick up 1 Swamp Shacks. Hey! I wanted that. It's for my Swamp Shacks. Doesn't really make sense to take another Astrolabe this turn, though. Diluted doesn't matter. That's the one. We do not have a Menagerie set aside. Ugh. All right. Oh, let's do this. Saltroza takes multiple Fairgrounds here. Well, this is still... If we can... Oh no, we're like 1 gain... Well, no, not necessarily. We buy double Fairgrounds, Swamp Shacks, or Skulk, and if we try... Do we want to play to win this turn? We will only have 2 buys if we trash both of our Skulks, though. That's the problem. We have to start by playing the Swamp Shacks rather than the Apprentice, I guess. So we like gain 4 Skulks with Quartermaster. Lurk 2 Swamp Shacks, in some combination, and then buy double Fairground Swamp Shacks. But we need at least 1 Skulk to do that, and we can't lurk Skulk, so we have like limited payload off of that. I don't think we can actually do it. So I think we take a Swamp Shacks. Gain an estate. Gain a silver. Still not there. Got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 uniques. Probably do want to gain a Sage. Okay. So if we're going to lurk the Skulk back anyway, we might as well trash it with the Apprentice. Play 1 Swamp Shacks before Apprentice. We could also lurk an Apprentice back. That isn't... I was looking at the Menagerie activation. Admittedly, that's not... doesn't actually seem terribly likely, but it still seems like a reasonable thing to do. I mean, I guess ideally we would lurk a second Skulk back to get an extra gold. Like, because our ideal buys are either double Fairgrounds Duchy or double Fairgrounds Province. And we need a lot of money for that. So I'm going to play this. Yeah. This is a bit of a problem. Apprentice the Menagerie. Or we could leave the Apprentice in the trash. We can't really afford to Apprentice this Skulk, can we? Yeah. Shit. Maybe we're just supposed to take Duchy Province. Get the uniques up. Without lowering piles too much. A second copper? I thought I'd trashed down to 1 copper. Did we get hit with greed? I don't remember getting hit with greed. Oh, it was the Astrolabe. It's locusts, not war. Did not realize. Well, we do have a substantial points lead. That's annoying. We're gonna get hit with plague here, aren't we? Hasn't come up yet. Oh, and greed. Great. Yep, there it is. Lowering the swamp shacks. Okay. Okay. I think we gotta pull up the swamp shacks. Have a turn. Maybe all four of these cards, honestly. Not exactly what I wanted. 6. It's a little risky to apprentice the skulk rather than the gold, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had 13 coins last turn. Really want to be able to get... We probably can afford to apprentice a gold. Maybe we should. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no way this menagerie is activating. 11. Go ahead and trash the curse. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we might as well play this Swamp Shacks. Okay. Want the menagerie back. Probably not as much as we want another gold, right? Okay, so we're definitely going to play these. Good job. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Uh, 19. We could spend some of that on toil, I suppose. I definitely want to get this curse out of the deck. Oh wait, we don't need to spend it on toil. Never mind. I don't. Whatever. Okay, so Province, Fairgrounds, Duchy, maybe? Just keep trying to build the points lead. And hopefully get to a point where we can just aggressively lower piles without having to worry about failing. I mean, we're arguably at that point, but we'll see how Saltroza's turn plays out. The other thing is we can potentially Apprentice victory cards if we have Slack. We don't have anything useful set aside, which is dangerous, but fortunately we have 3 Swamp Shacks in hand. Hopefully we don't get hit with one of the... Oh, god damn it, come on! Really? It... Can it possibly be correct to keep the Menagerie? The Menagerie draws 3. The Swamp Shacks draw 2 to start with, but we have to discard 2 of them for that to be true. Yeah, I don't think that can be correct. Well, okay, but Saltroza had a bad turn. I'm still annoyed that I got hit with the most powerful hex both times, but okay, we're gonna lower piles. That much is clear. 2 Swamp Shacks and 2 Skulks is probably just... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we should just Apprentice a Province. Bye-bye, Province. Okay. Apprentice and Apprentice, I guess. Honest, I'm not really thinking about this very hard. Yeah, in the end, the hex didn't really matter. But it was still annoying. Okay. Joust, scrap, and altar trashing. Otto shepherds with fishmonger, but no way. That would really make it. Well, it would depend on the way, but. Broker crashing as well. I missed that. I could see opening broker scrap. Where's Villa? We need to decollide our terminals. The problem is that broker and scrap are sort of competing for the same role. Neither of them really want to trash coppers. That's Alter's job. So it might be better to go broker silver or broker fishmonger. I think broker being a little bit better at directly hitting 5. And also giving us the option to take favors. Okay, this is actually a little bit awkward. We draw. We don't have the money to play the fishmonger. Not the money, the actions. Well, we might not have the money as well because you're buying Villa. But we're also triggering a shuffle. I think I did not think this through cleanly. We take coins as broker, we don't trigger a shuffle. I guess we are guaranteed to hit 5 next turn, though, aren't we? Yeah, okay. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Do we... We want a secret passage? I'm just thinking about like lining up Joust Province. Maybe. This is not looking promising for us hitting 6. Also, brokers down there with no estates. Obnoxious. Although we do have the secret passage down there. Oh, actually, we could. Well, brokering the secret passage isn't going to give us enough money to hit 8. I mean, we clearly play the fishmonger. What if we demand? What would we demand? Another broker? Villa would give us the actions to broker something for draw. But maybe we don't need to do that anyway. I'm kind of thinking we demand another secret passage and we play one of them, and then depending on what we see, maybe we broker the other one. Okay. We can actually put the copper underneath the fishmonger, which is weird. We don't actually want to do that. Is another Joust better, or is a Demand better with Secret Passage in terms of lining stuff up? Unclear. I'm gonna go with Joust, but I could see the argument the other way for sure. Haha! Doesn't matter, we get there. All right. Saltroza still doesn't have a province. If Saltroza does not get a province here, then I am inclined... Well... I'm going to want to take Renown if it gets me to Alter, I think. But otherwise, I might prefer Courser. We should be getting to Alter anyway. And to Alter and beyond. We already have an estate down there with the broker. So I think... Wait, why do we have 10 VP? Oh, Plateau Shepherds, right. So we have 4 VP from... Yeah, okay. Well, in any case... Broker estate, 3 coppers... We can trigger the shuffle and have a pretty good chance. Oh, we have another Joust down here. Oh, right. Okay, that's even better. Yeah, our ability to buy a villa is actually assured because we can play Fishmonger if we need to. Yeah, okay. This could be bad. Although Saltroza hasn't... yeah, we might be losing on Renown here. We just want another Joust. Yeah, I was wondering if I should have brokered the Altar. Just rebought it. I probably should have. But I didn't. I don't think I want another Fishmonger. Definitely see the argument for Forum there, but... Okay, we're good. Oh, maybe we're not good. Yeah, I might get punished for my hubris here. Punished. Oh, yeah, that's a reasonable... I was actually thinking about that too. It's like, yeah, maybe you actually want Housecarl anyway. Okay. I think we just take Renown. Do we want another villa so that we can play the Fishmonger? I don't think that seems terribly important. We can play it next turn. Although, if we altered into Villa and played the Fishmonger, we could buy another province, which would be a pretty reasonable thing to do. Yeah. It didn't make sense for me to take House Carl when I got the first reward, but I will say that it's a good one here. How limited the draw is. I mean, there is draw with Broker, but it's tricky. Domain is not a bad way to generate golds for it. We should have our Broker down here. Oh, 7 cards from House Carl. Yeah. Yeah, I have regrets. Mostly I regret that I didn't trash the altar. I should have just done that. If I were saltroza, I think I would want another Broker. I want another Broker. Pendant? I guess there's a world where that like helps you hit triple province. Alright, well unfortunately we're gonna have to Broker Villa. And then rebuy it. Do we demand it? Paying 1 coin to get a horse does seem like a good deal. Wait, does the Villa actually go onto the deck? Onto your deck when you gain this? Nope. I guess I can't do anything about the fact that I'm not getting a reward here, can I? I cannot. Yeah, this is pretty ugly. Fishmonger. Do we have another villa down there? I'm honestly not sure. A secret passage. That. And a province. I think I want to get the fishmonger out of the way. I think it makes sense by Villa to do that. Doesn't cost us too much. Oh, you know what I kind of want? Is a broker and then an inn, but in the other order that I can't actually do. Oh well. I guess I'll just take the inn. broker. Oh, there's a villa down here. Yeah, saltroza has a good turn here. I think we'll just end up cooked. But no guarantee of finding that house Carl. So saltroza got 4 rewards? Is that right? Coronet, Domain, house Carl, and Turnip. Yeah. What the heck? Yeah, now, yeah, we're probably just lost. She should be able to at least double province here, and that should be enough to seal the deal. Yeah, I really needed to trash that altar. Felt bad to do it, but I needed to. Just like too important to get a reward that turn. I don't know, maybe I should have taken House Carl first despite not having many actions and not having too many cards in play for it. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have done much of anything, but it might have still been correct as just like the best card on the board. Sometimes I click the button, it just doesn't do anything. Okay. What if there's a lockout window? Investment, hookah, and goat herd for trashing, and sewers? And we have either a 3-3 or a 6-3. Goat herd does seem like it could be pretty good here, but it's very contingent. I really just don't know how to open, is the problem. Puka sewers? And then if we do that, do we credit for Puka so that we don't take the curse? I guess probably. Oh, but then, you know, we do it the other way around. Sewers, Puka. We have like 4 debt, which is pretty bad. But Puka draws a lot of cards. We'll cycle pretty fast. Okay. All right. take a gold and then look to get encampments. If we credit for the gold, we're put into 5 debt, but we wouldn't be trying to hit a particularly high price point. Or we take the curse. Are we willing to? I guess we want to pay 5 money to not have a curse. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, I think investment is a good pickup here. Oh, we bottom decked to Puka. It's really uncalled for. Basically bottom decked it twice. Saltroza also bottom decked it. Oh, actually, Saltroza super bottom decked it. Okay. We got an encampment on top and 3 not golds. We could take 1 more gold. Try to keep the encampments. We don't really need the money yet, is the thing. We could messenger for encampments. We have a gold, Saltroza doesn't have a gold. And we get some plus buy into the deck. That does seem kind of good. It's also like good timing. Just in terms of like... Saltroza's not going to see that encampment for a while. We could messenger for encampment again here and just take the last encampment. It's weird, like Goat Herd should be very good here, but I'm having trouble finding like way to integrate it. I don't think it trashed the copper. Doesn't matter, but... And then the question is going to be, do we take the cursed, or do we play the cursed gold? We're going to buy Encampment Plunder, maybe Encampment Plunder. That would cost 12. Eight, 9, 10. Yeah, we've got to play the curse gold if we want to do that. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can trash this. The Puka is going to get worse, but on the other hand, like... maybe we don't need it. Well, might be returning an encampment here. Which is annoying, for sure. We got 3 gold plus plunder in those 9 cards. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we return one, but it is pretty obnoxious. I don't think we can afford to just not play one. I mean, we'd still have the majority of them. Wow, that deck is just nothing now. That's crazy. Frig. We're still not guaranteed to keep these encampments. Kapuka trashed the investment. I don't really want to. The investment would be worth a bunch of points, but I suppose it's probably correct. I would like to replace the investment. I think I'm just going to do plunder, plunder, investment. Okay, so down there we have Puka, plunder, no encampments, copper. What else is down there? Puka, plunder. I don't have 4 plunders, right? Or maybe I do. Oh, I do. Okay. 2 plunders, Puka, copper. I'll discard that. Okay. Village Green Conspirator Investment, maybe? I don't know how long I want to keep this curse gold. It does generate VP for investment. We don't really want to take the curses, but in theory we have the ability to deal with them. It is like something that we can trash with investment. I'd like to get into the virtuous cycle of like next turning village greens to increase the chance of hanging on to encampments and all that. Well, damn it! That's 3 of my plunders too. Do we puka a plunder? I don't want to. What is with these draws? Down there we have 2 encampments and a gold and a plunder. Like, that's not actually that much. Fuck! Did... Okay, we do have encampment gold on top. I'm wondering about trashing the messenger and rebuying it. Get more VP from the investment that way. Oh no, wait. Now we trash the copper. Yeah. That's the ticket. Alright. Playing the curse gold still doesn't look particularly compelling. Does saltroza want an investment? Probably not really. Should consider eating a villain, I guess. I don't know. It's a little... I mean, the draw is still kind of fragile, obviously. Like, we could just stop here. We know we have... good stuff. Well, some good stuff on top. 1 encampment and a bunch of plunder... well, 2 plunders. Also the puka, admittedly. I would not mind trashing. So a village green. Yeah, maybe we... on. Okay. I guess we could just trash the investment to draw. And then that will definitely let us set up the village green for next turn. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Should we take a province? Could go like Village Green Investment Province. I don't necessarily feel like we super need one. But we could also take the villain. I don't know if I believe in that, though. Yeah, let's just take the province. I don't know. If nothing else, it puts us in a better position for going for a pile out, which actually we're pretty close to being able to do on messenger for messenger. Wait, what? Oh. That doesn't count as playing an action card this turn. Alright, I guess we're just trashing the investment again. Why do I even bother? Like, of course, I will see all that stuff before I see the encampments. Alright. I have 2 messengers. There's 1 in the trash. That's 3, which means saltroza does have 2 messengers. So in theory, she could pile on the messengers, but she wouldn't be able to do it with a points lead unless she could trash an investment to get a points lead, which seems like I don't see how she could possibly get enough points from that. So yeah, let's just do province, investment, village green, conspirator. The additional village green doesn't do much next turn specifically if we're ending the game. On the other hand, conspirator does have like more of a dud risk and we don't really need the money. Well, that was a lot of investments. She did that in the wrong order in terms of getting points. You gotta do the sewers trash and reaction afterwards. All right, yeah, if we draw here, we can empty messengers. We'll get enough points just from plunder, let alone other stuff. Okay. All right, well, we have secured a match victory, which is pretty good for the team because we won one of them. We were playing 3 matches today. We won one of them earlier. The other one was at least, I don't know, it was like 1-1 or something. I had to leave in the middle of the game to play this one, but like I think it should be pretty difficult for us to lose the match at this point. So what are we doing on this board? Not a whole heck of a lot, it looks like. Wow, -9 points from Wolfden. Oh god, we might have to play with Idle. Or Transmute. Transmute would gain you a gold off of trashing the Overgrown Estate and a Duchy off of trashing Necropolis. And then I guess you could gain a second Transmute to not have the Wolf Den points. Honestly, that might actually be worth it. With Alms on the board, it's not even like that bad to... You don't want the potion, though. So maybe the play is to try to lurk Transmute? Lurker's not terrible here. You can get labs from it. It might still be correct to open double silver, because you probably do want to play with Idle. You probably want to play with Contract. You can't get those through Alms or through Lurker. There's also no plus buy except for the favors from Idle. Pretty rough stuff. Okay, do we start with lab? I think the answer is yes. Rosa does not. Well, we could take a Guardian. I don't love it. It might be correct. Oh. Outrageous. Oh, come on. What? I guess, I mean, we take a second Guardian, at least we get the Wolf Den stuff off of that on that, so yeah, sure, fine. Why are these draws so freaking unbalanced? Like, can I just hit double 5 on a shuffle, please? No, I fucking can't. Guess I'm gonna take that Lurker. How safe is it to put a lab in the trash? Hmm. Um. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. Oh no, I'm gonna get cursed. I don't wanna. Like, she didn't play. She didn't play the last turn. Oh wait. Well, nah. Really, she has the other one. Yeah, fuck. All right. Guess it's time to get our own idols. Contract wouldn't be bad either. I think we gotta get the idols first, though. Come on, damn it! You took the time to get the idols, and man, god damn it! I mean, I guess we'd take the other lurker. There's not going to be time for this to pay off. I'm so annoyed. Well, where's Duchy Duke on this board? Something to consider. But yeah, like, the fact that I didn't, like, I don't think I won the lab split despite going directly for the labs is so obnoxious. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to avoid provincing for now. I think that's my out. Contract. If we can get some favors, maybe we can top deck idol and hit the curses harder. I'm gonna trash that transmute. I'm gonna do it. You know what transmute can do? It can gain duchies. Ugh. Jesus. What the fuck? I don't really want that. I don't think I want anything here, do I? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have ports. I guess I'll take ports. Yeah, I mean, I suppose if the plan from the outset was Duchy Duke, then it would have been correct to start with the idle stuff and not with labs. What? What the hell? not actually clear whether I should be doing it this way, but... Alright, I guess it's time to buy some duchies. We can contract the necropolis. Excellent. Alright, I don't think there's anything that it makes sense to do with the lurker now. We should start getting dukes because transmutes can gain duchies. Can't imagine saltroza's. Wow. So provincing so consistently, and then nope. You know what would be ideal here is to find the lurker, trash one of these, and then gain it back. Well, gaining a gold is dubious. Because it's another unique. I guess so is Orgron Estate, though. I mean, we do have the lurker down there. I guess it's fine. Well, shit. I guess we buy more ports. Ugh. I mean, she's gonna get that last province anytime now anyway. I guess I buy a Guardian. Probably. What do we even top deck? I guess Lab. With only one favor. Okay, if we can find a port, we can do the thing. Assuming the game hasn't ended. Maybe I was supposed to start buying dukes sooner. Like, I didn't really think about that. No port. Crap. Yeah, now it's going to take ages until we get back to this. We can buy another lurker, I guess. Really need to hit 5, though. It's proving very difficult. Okay, never mind. Well, yeah. My draws were pretty dubious in the early game there, and that definitely did me no favors. But probably doesn't matter. I know we split the first match 3-3. We won the second match 5-1, and with this one going 4-2. Actually, yeah, it's not possible because I know that in our other match we won at least one game, and we'd have had to lose 6-0 for them to tie. So hey, we move on. I think we're playing the other U.S. team, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be a doozy. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how well we've done so far overall in this tournament. Yeah, there were so many people from the US who either didn't sign up or signed up for other countries. So I thought, we don't even have 2 alternates. So I was like worried about, whether whether we were going to be able to put on a good showing. But so far, we've done quite well, actually. In particular, like we managed to tie the Japanese B team in the group stage, which I thought was quite an accomplishment because the Japanese teams are crazy strong. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And by that I mean the next round, which will be the semifinals, whoever I'm playing there. So yeah, until then.